Yeah.
I mean, at some point you would think like industry leaders, yeah, this is actually one of our agenda items that we'll get into later, but like at some point you would I feel that even for capitalistic oriented corporations, they would also benefit when when the instruction at these institutions um, can get classroom sizes to be smaller to get teachers to think about these things more critically.
Yeah. Who needs to be in this meeting is Mike, because we were literally just talking about this last week. Because we've been having these conversations about, like being in academia versus being in the industry, and what are skills that you gain when you're a tutor or when you're a teacher that translate into the industry. And he was saying, actually, there's a lot. And we were talking about, the ways that, and you've talked about this as well, the ways that we communicate as tutors with students, or the way that we communicate as teachers with students, are directly translatable to like any aspect of our lives, and particularly in industries where you're expected to like work in teams, or where you're expected to train people.
Mhm.
Um, so there's a lot of crossover that I think people don't readily recognize. Like, and all of this is like pedagogical stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, big time. And what I feel now, especially in STEM education, it's more like, well, we gotta, it's really like a crash course, a 4 year long crash course, boot camp to get students conditioned enough to engage in industry work. But first of all, like a significant number of students aren't making it, like they aren't graduating in with their STEM degrees. And second of all, if we don't condition students earlier, like in their higher ed experience, I what I see is like they'll become or be more likely to become a cog in the system, and I think that um, has downsides, even from a numbers standpoint. um, yeah.